What's good? Epic Bongzilla here, and today I'm bringing you my Twisted Rimeheart Wizard build, which runs on the 2.4 patch for Diablo Reaper of Souls. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there right now. This may very well be one of the most OP builds you can possibly run on the Wizard in the game right now. Something I came up with entirely on my own, and it's pretty nasty. This is a level 60 Rift boss. You watch it just annihilate in like less than 10 seconds. The DPS is just immense on this build, and I wanted to share it. So we'll get into the build, and then I'll show you some more gameplay. So what all are you going to need for this build? It's actually really simple. You're going to need a Twisted Sword. And mine's only at 140%. It actually can go to 150, but you need a Twisted Sword. You're going to need the entire Time Step armor set. So I've got the gauntlets here. And basically just makes you do extra DPS when you throw your bubble up with certain abilities. And that makes a big difference in our DPS here. Here you see I have the shoulder pads, the chest plate, the helmet. It's going to come up next here. Now for a necklace, you're going to want the Traveler's Pledge. And I put a Bane of the Trapped in there, but you can put whatever you want in there, I'm pretty sure. I just think it actually helps a lot because this build revolves around freezing, so it adds some DPS for us. You need the Ancient Parthian Defensors. This is a huge deal for tankability. You're going to feel fragile in the higher rifts still. The Mirror Ball, you want this, you have to have it with the 2 extra missiles. You are going to fall short on DPS without that. The Compass Rose to go with the Traveler's Pledge, just showing that you get that 100% damage buff when you're standing still, 50 when you're moving. An Oculus Ring, which is just for more DPS. And here you see I have the boots for the DMO armor, I have the legs, and then this belt is very important. The Shame of Del Seer. Makes you attack a lot faster, gives you arcane power back. Very important. Very, very important. So what skills do you need to roll? This build revolves around ice. So you're going to want Magic Missile and Glacial Spike. None of these skills can change. These are the best possible skills you can use to make this build work at its best. You need Energy Twister with Mistral Breeze. Once again, an ice ability. It's pretty straightforward. You need your Black Hole with Absolute Zero. This gives us cold spell damage stacks, which are very important when you get into the higher rifts. It makes a big deal. Ice Armor with Chilling Aura. It has to be Chilling Aura. This makes a huge difference in our DPS in the middle of mobs. Huge difference, and it slows them down when they're attacking. Slow Time with Time Warp. I like doing extra damage. You can also do the one where the enemies do less damage to you if you're feeling like fragile. I'm all augmented, so my character feels a little tanky. The Familiar with Icicle. Like I said, everything just has to be ice to make this work properly, and you'll understand why. Arcane Dynamo. Illusionist. Unwavering Will. Do not choose the one to the left of it. It is not better. Do not choose it. You will die a lot if you choose it. And Audacity to give us that extra 30% damage because a lot of enemies are going to be grouping us. Now you have to have Rimeheart. This is a huge deal to the DPS. The chest plate and the Halo of Arise. All this stuff has to be in here. But the Rimeheart is key. This is what makes this build roast so hard. I mean, a Twister build is already nasty, but this adds an extra 10,000% damage to every enemy that's frozen when this procs. And if we're using all ice, you have to see that that's a nasty number to add. So, with that being said, I went into a rift, and this is another level 60, and I'm just demonstrating the sheer power of this, and kind of will explain how it works. So, basically, you're gonna just run around and spam your magic missiles, and when you encounter a mob, you want to hit the Black Hole to get some damage stacks, throw up your bubble, and then hold down your magic missile and just kind of like, you know, tap your twisters. You know, you don't spam them, but you kind of want to tap them. You want to keep it at ease because you will run yourself out of arcane energy if you don't do it like within like a fucking just a nice pattern. So as you can see here though, everything just gets annihilated. And like I said, this is a level 60 rift. You could take it higher, but I wanted to show it like in a 60 because if you don't have all augmented gear, you're probably going to struggle once you get much higher than 60. So I wanted to show it like this is the bare minimum. This is, you could run a level 60 easily with no augments. It's your bare minimum with this build, but this build is capable of going so much higher. It's not even a joke. You could easily do a 70. Me and my buddies do groups, and this shit just rapes stuff in 80 plus rifts still. If you have 2 of these wizards in your lobby, you will watch a boss get its life bar chipped down still, even though they're supposed to have such high health bars. Most builds can't even hang in an 80, which kind of cracks me up because this build is just that nasty. Now in terms of tank ability, a wizard is kind of squishy, so you want to make sure you stay out of those mobs sometimes, but I know you can't always entirely prevent that from happening, so you may feel like a little squishy sometimes, but you should be able to kill everything off so fast that you don't die. Like I said, you just kind of see it like it just melts everything. There's no elite that can withstand this, nothing. And in a rift like this, it's just fucking phenomenal because these rooms fucking group in the twisters and just make them even more effective. Sometimes you'll get terrible rifts, and like with any build, not some rifts just are bad and you're gonna fucking do bad. It's not the build's fault, it's the rift itself. So that's really all I have to share with you guys today. This build is nasty though. Like I said, if you like this video, please drop me a like. Fucking you can follow me on Twitter. I just made a Twitter account. Hit me with a sub. I'm gonna be doing hella builds like this. I already have a good 5 more builds that aren't on Diablo fans that I want to share. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this. You can go ahead and watch the rest of the gameplay, or you can fucking stop watching, whatever you want to do. But this has been Epic Bongzilla, and I'll catch you later, guys. Peace.
Still waiting. If only they could see me now. Enough arcane power.